All right, so we are backstage right now at BB King's. I'm hanging out with Doro Pesch. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for letting me backstage to talk to you. It's great.
My pleasure. Great to see you again.
Absolutely. It seems like, every time you come by, we at least try to get a phone interview with you. So it's good to see you again. Yes. Last time I saw you in person was in Amityville, and I know that that's a trek away from the city and away from the airports.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, that was fun too.
It was a good time. And you were actually playing with Madame Mayhem, who I actually I saw her backstage here before. So
I
think
really? She's here?
She's here.
Cool. Excellent. Yeah, we always have a good friendship, relationship with all our support bands, and sometimes it's like family.
Absolutely,
that's awesome. So yeah,
this is the first time I'm actually seeing you in the city, because I've only seen you on the island, like in the Midland shows. Do you prefer doing the shows in like a city atmosphere or like a more like personal?
Every show is a great show, I don't mind if it's a small club, if it's a dive, or if it's something, beautiful. And of course, BB King's is such a historic place, so it's an honor to play here. But I tell you, every show, we always try to, to make it a fantastic show. Doesn't matter. Sometimes, it's even more challenging when you go into a really, dirty club where the PA doesn't work, where everything is totally screwed up, and then, you try even harder to, to make the fans happy. So every day is a new challenge, and I love to play festivals, but I love to play the clubs, and the closer the fans are to the stage and to me, the better. So that's all I care about.
That's great. And I know that every time you've come here, you've had sort of a purpose for the tour. It's not just stopping by. This time it's pretty special. You're celebrating 30 years of Triumph and Agony.
Yes.
Are you playing the entire album?
Yes, we play the entire album, which we have never played before. Just on this America tour we did 2 festivals in Norway and in Sweden. We did it a couple of weeks ago, but we've never played the whole album ever. And there are some songs on it like Make Time for Love or Kiss of Death we've never played. And then we rehearsed them and we thought, man, they sound great. And, sometimes some songs, they're always in the shadow of another song. For example, Make Time for Love is a power ballad, but it was always in the shadow of Für immer, because Für immer we always played worldwide. And then we started Make Time for Love, and it was like, oh man, it was a revelation. It was so nice and such a joy to play the whole album. And I think each song is on the same level. There's no filler. It's all like great songs, great melodies, great lyrics. It brings back awesome memories. I did this record here in New York City in the Power Station studio with great people. Cozy Powell played on it. For example, Touch of Evil, he was the one who was totally hammering through that song.
Right.
We are starting with this song tonight, and I have the best memories. And it was in 1987 when metal was huge, so right time in the right place, and it was awesome. And I always want to come to America, and then I did a little promotion tour on our True Steel album, and then I got hooked up with fantastic people, and then I stayed, and and then Triumph and Agony came out, and it was awesome. And then All We Are was filmed in LA. It was my first time in LA, and it was done by a great video director, Mark Resica. He did all the big metal videos, and I couldn't believe it that he would do our video. And then it came out so nice, and and MTV played it in non-stop. That was helping. It was
also in a time where MTV was actually like embracing like heavy metal music videos too.
Which unfortunately went away in the 90s, not only grunge.
Then it came back in the early 2000s and it died again. It was
it's like it's always up and down, but you gotta hang in there, always hope for the best, and so and everything now is a good time. And 30 years ago it was actually released in September in 87, so it's exactly 30 years ago.
And it's just September. It's September 10th right now, so it's very close to almost an exact anniversary.
I think it came out either the 5th or the 7th. Some diehard fans, they told me, so I thought, wow. And I don't know if it came out all over the world at the same day. Sometimes, some countries, they, have a 2-3 week delay. So, but it was September. And then we hopped on tour with Ronnie James Dio in Europe right away when it got released. And All We Are was immediately a hit. Like, people were singing along, like, and, whistling, on the streets. And, oh, God, it was great. So, so I want to keep up this great spirit, and, whatever happens, even when metal is not so popular, stuff like great songs like "Oh We Are" always works, always, and
exactly.
and it gets people hooked even when they're not diehard metal fans. But when they hear a couple of songs, they are immediately, they say, "Wow, I love it. What is it?" So
we're talking about like songs that you never played live, and you've never done it. You recorded it 30 years ago, and you've never played it. Like, was it hard to translate that to the stage, or was it just?
Actually, at first we were a little bit nervous, but I went to our rehearsal room. It was a big club, and I heard my guys were playing it without vocals, and I already thought, "Oh man, sounds beautiful." It was "Make Time for Love," and I thought, "Sounds really awesome." And then I couldn't wait to sing on it, and it worked. It worked immediately. It was not like hard work to make it work. It was just working, and that's a good sign when something is like effortless and when it just flows, and all the songs are and I think tonight people will see it. It's like it's from super hardcore, 3 Minute Warning, Touch of Evil, to Make Time for Love, and the whole spectrum of emotion, and
I'm really looking forward to hearing that, and I'm looking forward to hearing the other stuff from your catalog, because I know that you're not just playing that; you're going to throw some other
we
stuff
play
in there.
first the whole album, not in the right sequence, because we would have to open up with "All We Are," which that's impossible. It's
Gotta save that for
song,
later.
Last song in our set. And then I call out. I ask the fans to call out songs they want to hear from all the Warlock records.
Wow.
So we concentrate more on the Warlock stuff now, and and then whatever they want to hear, we will.
You've got a deep enough catalog that they can do that, and if it still sounds good, why not play it?
Absolutely. I think even songs like "True Steel" or "Hellbound" or "Burning the Witches," I still think they can totally hold up. I love playing them, and
Absolutely. The last thing I heard two things from you like recently that like I thought were incredible. One of them was the song you did with Amon Amarth.
And, "A Dream That Cannot Be" on their
absolutely.
last album.
How did that happen? That's just an incredible matchup that I didn't think was ever going to happen.
Actually, I saw Amon Amarth in Wacken like about 3 years ago. I saw the show. I was hanging out, and I thought to myself, man, I would love to do something with Amon Amarth eventually. And then 1 year later, I got an email, and it was from Amon Amarth. I said, "Hey, Doro, would you like to do a duet on our new record? It's just in the making." And I thought, my God, I can't believe it. So I was immediately so excited. And I said, let me hear the demo, the song. I got the song, and I loved it. And then I went to England. We did it in close to Birmingham with Andy Sneeps, and all the guys were there, and we had such a great time. It worked out so well. And now we just played it live in Wacken, which is one of my favorite metal festivals, and Summer Breeze Festival. I think they recorded it for maybe a DVD, and I think it worked out so good, and so much fun to do it. And I think Johan is such a great singer, such a great frontman.
He buys into it so much.
Totally, he has so much charisma, and and he makes people feel good. And doing that song, it was it's like it's a heavy song. It's like the Viking guy, he wants to get this girl, and they were in love when they were kids, and now he thinks it's all done deal, but it isn't so. The lady doesn't want, so it's a nice story. It's I think very unique lyrics, and I love being or playing this character, and it's really Viking metal. I love it.
Absolutely.
So that was cool.
And I know that you just recently came out with Love's Gone to Hell. You shot the video for it. The video came out amazing. Last time I was talking to you, you were actually talking about making the video, and you were selling the dress for it and everything.
Yeah, right.
And the whole thing for the video was like, it came out last year. Are we going to expect more new music from you guys?
Yes. A new record is in the making, and we have one song. It's okay, Munzie's doing photos.
There we go. Thanks, Munzie.
One song is for Lemmy, and and for all the diehard Lemmy fans. I love him so much, and I miss him so much. And the song for Lemmy is called "Living Life to the Fullest." So that's already done, and then they are like about 15 songs done, and the record will come out next year. We want to play Wacken again, so it's first week in August. It's our 35th anniversary, and the record will hit that day. So it's beginning of August. And there are many anthems on it, and I have already a couple of guests singing on that anthem, and I think it could maybe even top "All We Are." It's so it's so catchy, and it's a total metal anthem.
I'm looking forward to that now. Like if you're that interested in it, I can't imagine how fans are going to feel about it.
And we have already Johan from Amon Amarth. He might be singing on it as well, or he might be in the video. So some good people, people we all love. And yeah, it's just in the making. And yeah, and the whole record, tons of anthems, some hard metal songs, and some very nice ballads. And yeah, it's I'm excited about it, and I will deliver it to the record company in March, so that it will come out in August.
All right, so as soon as that hits, Munzie, we're going to get that, right?
Yeah, yes.
Absolutely.
yeah. Anything, what makes the people and the fans happy, and I think this could be a really good album. Yeah, I feel good spirits. Yeah.
All right, I'm great. I'm glad to hear it. I look forward to hearing it. I'm going to let you go because I know that you got to get ready for the show. You're going to be on in a little while, so thank you so much for talking to us. I really appreciate it.
And all the best to all the metalheads, and I love you guys, and always will, so keep on rocking.
Since it's kind of a tradition now, I guess next time you come by, I'm going to have to see you again. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, probably with a new record and, another setup. And
Don't spoil us. We want to make sure that it's still good.
Yeah. Only the best. Yeah.